I think that one of the first things, and this is me not knowing because I'm not a law enforcement officer, but it seems that if you put someone in cuffs, you should always make sure the cuffs are tight enough. Otherwise, you have instances like Tasha Sponsler, 33, in Texas, suspected shoplifter she was. She slipped out of her handcuffs in the back seat of the squad car. It was a Tahoe, because I watched the video.
Tahoe?
Yeah, the Tahoe. Slipped out of her handcuffs, and the officer, and I guess you can close that little, there's a little window, or there's an opening in this vehicle. The officer left open. She slipped out of her handcuffs, slid through the 12-inch square opening, got in the driver's seat while they were going through her stuff, and took off. She stole the cop car, the Tahoe, reaching speeds of 100 miles per hour while attempting to flee. That's it's Lufkin, Texas, by the way. Rusty was talking about Lufkin earlier.
It was Lubbock.
Oh, Lubbock. You're right. It was
Lubbock or Lufkin.
No, he was talking about Lubbock. This is Lufkin. It's down on.
But did they give Sam's name in the article?
Yeah, it's Sam used the alias Tasha Sponsler.
Okay, Sam used an alias.
Yeah. And she upped her age. This is an old chick. She's 33.
Fail.
Ooh, ancient.
Yeah, that's too old for Rusty.
Sponsler nearly went on head on with two Lufkin officers and a Huntington constable. Why do they call them constables in Texas?
I love that. It always brings me back to Young Frankenstein. Good evening, constable.
Right. I don't really know why. I mean, is that county constable? I don't know.
Yeah, I bet it's what
Town.
Because they say local. No, they said two Lufkin. That would be local Lufkin officers and a Huntington. Maybe you could look up Huntington County or Huntington. I don't know what that is. Maybe constables for. Where's our Texas folks at? Can you
I think
answer
it's town.
Chat?
But we have
Lufkin.
a Texas folk over here in the Mojo 50 Facebook chat. Kevin Harmon says everything's a dildo if you're brave enough.
Oh, that's.
So perhaps he could tell us about this constable thing.
Yeah, he should tell us about the constable. So yeah, almost running into that. Throughout the chase, officers could see her reaching for the officer's shotgun, which is, of course, mechanically locked into the vehicle. You can't just reach over and pull it out. You can't just whip it out. You know what I mean? It's a shotgun. It's a dangerous thing. You don't want to be.
Well, girls wouldn't have experience with whipping anything out.
Well, no, actually. Hey, hello. Yes, they do. It might not be theirs, Rusty. Let's hope it's not theirs. Otherwise, they're not girls.
Yeah, we call it number 7 now.
Wait, what?
Number one?
Excuse me while I whip this out.
Melissa, can you elaborate, please?
Well, his previous story was about dildos. I'm going to talk about strap-ons.
Number 7.
They often whip things out. It just goes like.
Oh, look, there we go. Here we go. There it is.
Okay. It took 23 minutes for the Texas trooper. He actually threw a pit maneuver on her, which, for those who don't know, is pursuit intervention technique. So, no, it's the other.
An officer tried to do a pit maneuver on me one time. He missed and he hit a tree.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Wow.
I was going 5 miles an hour. Maybe.
I don't know if I want to ask questions right now because you seem serious.
I am. I was barely moving. I was pulling into a driveway. They missed me. They hit a tree.
Wait, whose driveway?
My driveway.
That's hilarious.
It's not hilarious. He
No,
tried
it's
to hit
not
me.
hilarious.
He missed. He hit a tree, and I had to pay $3,000 to fix his car.
Yeah, but that's.
Wow.
Okay,
Anyway.
move along.
Anyway,
Let's move along right now.
Nothing to see here. Move along.
Yeah. So the suspect refused medical treatment at the scene. She hit a tree, by the way. They spun her out. She hit a tree. Suspect refused medical treatment at the scene and was transported to Angelina County Jail. So it must not be Huntington County, I'm guessing, where she remains in custody on $18,000 bond. Excuse me. She faces a slew of charges, including escape, causing serious bodily injury, threat of a deadly weapon, aggravated assault against a public servant, possession of a controlled substance, evading arrest with a vehicle with a previous conviction, and unauthorized use of a vehicle. This chick is 33. I thought about this after, because I actually read this before. Right now.
no way.
There's a first time for everything. And I thought about this. I'm like, this girl is 33 years old. And I watched the video. She's an attractive girl. What are you doing? You know, what are you thinking? You are 33. You have a long life to live. You're screwed.
Not thinking. That's the problem.
She thought it out. Now look, I don't know if she's on any drugs or anything, but by the video that I watched, she seems calm, cool, and collected. She has her wits about her, calculated, if you will.
But she decided to steal a cop car.
She literally looked around. She wasn't nervous. She made sure no one could see her. She was very, just discreet. Took them off. She turned around, climbed over to see where they were at, what they were looking at, and crawled through into the front seat. And all of a sudden they see her and she takes off. But you're 33 years old. You have a lot of life ahead of you.
Yep.
That's
Going to have a lot of
invincible.
life ahead of her locked up.
Yeah.
Constable, our Texas listener has filled us in on what a constable is. A constable is in Texas what here in Illinois or Wisconsin we would call a sheriff's deputy.
A county cop.
It's the county cop, yeah.
Okay, that's what I was wondering. Well, good.
All right.
I got pulled over by Oklahoma one time. I'll just leave it there. Never mind. Moving on. I'll just